everyone! Last time you saw me try the Derma Roller from Amazon, which had 0.25 millimeter needles. This time around, I think I want to go deeper than skin deep. I will be trying a 0.5 millimeter Derma Roller. So from Amazon, I purchased the Lesley 2-pack. So the Lesley 2-pack actually comes with a 0.25 millimeter Derma Roller, which I've already tested. I love it. I have my own, so I'm gifting that to my mom. But it also comes with that 0.5 millimeter Derma Roller, which is deep enough that it makes your body produce more collagen, and it also can target thicker tissues like the rest of your body. I see that both sizes have 540 needles. Wow, the sticker is placed in the middle. There are so many bigger sizes than this. I thought this was the biggest one on the market. The biggest one is 3 millimeters. I'm sorry, I can't guarantee you guys that there's gonna be a video on that. Okay, I wanted to do the unboxing on camera. It's a mess, sorry. Okay, so just to give you guys a first impression, really want to look at this and see if we can take a look at the needles. Oh, okay, there you go. The packaging is a little extra, but oh wow, this looks like it comes in the same type of container as my last Derma Roller, which I really liked for traveling purposes. It honestly seems exactly like the last Derma Roller I got from another brand, so it kind of makes me question that. I think maybe to a certain degree all brands are similar. It doesn't really smell like anything, so that's really good. Nothing is worse is when you open something up like clothes and it smells like factory plastic. That always makes me really nervous about the chemicals. Yeah, I don't smell it. But I can definitely see the rollers for sure. I'm still not for sure if you guys can, but that's okay. So let me go clean this. Fun trick that I use with this case is that when you have it on your countertop and you've cleaned your Derma Roller and you want it to air dry, so you can set it like this and it balances so this head is not touching anything. In the comment section of my last video, a lot of you guys were asking which Derma Roller is right for you. I talk a lot about the 0.25 millimeter one, but it's really just there to help you absorb moisturizers. But that's kind of where the end of the line is. Now a 0.5 millimeter Derma Roller is very powerful. This will be something that will allow your skin to have deep enough micro tears where its natural response is to rebuild collagen. And so that is a great way for you to tackle acne scars, maybe if you have some cellulite. Now, do remember cellulite is a little bit deeper than I think 0.5 millimeters. So still keep that in mind if that is your main goal. It can also help with expression lines, wrinkles, probably in their beginning stages, just because you have to be realistic here. I do have two goals in mind during this test. I want to remove wrinkles because the smaller Derma Roller managed to somewhat fade my expression lines in my forehead, but it didn't get rid of them completely. So I just wiped my face with a damp cloth. I don't have any makeup on. I shouldn't really have much lotion on from this morning, and you can see how my forehead is. It's not always that noticeable, but you see these are not going away, and when I run my finger over them, like right here, sorry, I have you guys down here, right here, feels like a crater. Like all of them feels like dips, but this one feels super bad, like deep. My second goal would be to get rid of cellulite. So where I have noticed the cellulite is a little bit on my booty and the back of my legs, which I know I feel like every other girl struggles with this. When I am in a relaxed stance, you can somewhat barely see the presence of it. However, I've noticed when I'm kind of like standing like this a little with my back arched, or certain ways of how my legs are that kind of pulls at the skin, tugs away at that, I look down and it's like dimple city. So I figured I should be transparent with you guys that I don't have really full-blown cellulite, but I am curious to see if this will show any results in that way. In my last video, some people commented how confused, kind of borderline lecturing me as to why I'm microneedling my face when I'm 26 years old. But to be honest, I perceive microneedling as a prevention technique because when you think about it, reversing aging is incredibly hard. Once your wrinkles are prominent enough, the best solution you really have is a facelift, because creams and other things like this, like even Derma Rolling, as much as I love it, it can only do so much. So I think that it's really just me investing in my skin. There are a couple things that do make me nervous about this challenge. First off, the pain. Everybody wants to know if this hurts. Secondly, the blood. It is sterilized, it is dry, and doesn't, okay, I smell a little bit of alcohol, so we'll know if it stings or not. Well, I'll know and I'll tell you all about it. I wanted to give my first try on camera because I figured you guys need an accurate report to see if it hurts. And I got a tissue just in case, so I'm gonna try it. Maybe I feel it slightly more than the smaller one. Not too bad, but I know your cheeks are a bit fattier tissue. I'm gonna do my forehead. I feel it a bit more. Do I have blood? I don't, okay. And then the trick with this is understanding that this makes bigger micro tears. So you should always be gentle, go slow, be really tedious with your motions, but go even like slower because I really don't want you tearing up your skin too much here. Now they say that you kind of go like back, forth. I'm gonna try my best to always, like, whenever I do a direction, I lift and then I go back over and lift again, just because I was told that you can get a bit lenient and start really digging at your skin. And then now that we've done it this way, we're gonna go a different direction. So mainly it's about doing multiple directions because this is a pattern of needles that can only cover so much. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna try it over my lips. I know you're not supposed to, but I wanna kind of see the pain factor around here because I know people are gonna use them around their mouth because of the expression lines. This really isn't too bad. Okay, when I talk, it makes my skin taut. That can hurt. Let me see. No, like really, if you're going slow, you're gonna be just fine. Let me do my nose. Yeah, okay. I don't want to do too much of my nose because that's where I get a lot of pores and I don't want to dirty the needles. So let's see. Tissue test. Okay, well, this really benefits me. I don't know if you guys are going to be bleeding, but I'm not. Okay, then the one thing that I kind of did in my last video that I don't think would be as good is I used it right along the soft tissue right here. But that was because I was dealing with such small needles and I was being really careful. I can't really recommend it with this because you don't want to be screwing up the capillaries there. It's such thin tissue. So I will not be doing anything around here. And let's see on my body. Okay, I actually now feel it. The last Derma Roller I tried, I could only feel it on my face and not so much my body. But yeah, no blood. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think about where people have sensitive parts when they get tattoos. But then again, like, you're not going to be rolling this over your ankle or your forearm. Not too bad. I can feel it's a little more sensitive here. The skin is fine, still no blood. You might feel it when you get a little bit closer to this tissue, but you probably don't even need to be doing the back of your legs. So the rest I can do off camera. I really just wanted to take the time to give you guys my most honest, accurate feedback. If you can handle the 0.25 millimeter Derma Roller, you're gonna be fine with this. Don't wanna speak for everyone, but I really think that pretty much 90% of the population, maybe 95%, can tolerate this needle size. Sorry to barge in, but I realized that I did not film myself microneedling my neck, and this is what shows your age, you know, how your neck is. So I wanted to let you know that it is tolerable. It is the most painful area so far, but if you go really light, you're still just gonna be okay. Like nothing like a bee sting or getting a slap to the face. It's real low still on the pain scale, but just be ready. But I'm just going so gentle. Still no blood. My face isn't really pink. Like I'm looking at it right now in the mirror, but it does feel a little bit more sensitive. It's in a compromised state. So just be careful to make sure you're not touching it too much, and wash your hands, and make sure how you're handling your lotions is in the cleanest way possible, because these are little battle scars that we're about to treat with some moisturizer. But again, still tolerable. Collagen buildup, reverse aging. Realistically, that takes a lot of time. So I can't expect myself to try this for a mere 30 days and then be able to give you accurate results. This is something that's supposed to be implemented in your daily routine forever. So I'm going to make this microneedling review last 90 days, which sounds scary, but when you think about it, it's only 3 months. It's one season out of the year. I have come up with a plan that I'm at least going to start with when I do this challenge. Knowing how my skin stays really pink after any type of waxing or threading appointment, I think I'm gonna have to make sure all of this happens in the evening, and probably you guys too are gonna need to do that. So I just derma rolled my face, and I need to apply a moisturizer. I washed my hands, we're good. And I figured this would be a good time to address the moisturizers I use. So first off, I've talked about this in my last video. I love Eucerin creams. They're a little bit pricey. They can be found on Amazon. The daytime and nighttime both work. I will say the daytime is a bit thicker, and you most likely are like me and you derma roll at night, so you'd be using the nighttime cream anyway, but it's really great quality. It goes on like butter. It's so smooth, and you can put it around your eyes, and my eyes never get puffy or anything. So I definitely recommend that. Okay, this is kind of hard to introduce it because this is in German, but they do the coolest thing. It's perfect for travel. They have like little pockets of the serum, and they come in all different versions that you can get. So this one's anti-aging, and it's, I don't really know what the title says, but they come really cheap, and I started using it on my face, and I will say I like it. It gives me some ingredients here, but I don't know what to really make of it, like in the English version. But I think a lot of it is, it's anti-aging, so it makes sense because the Derma Roller is anti-aging. Either way, I see results and this doesn't sting. However, I have yet to try their vitamin C version, and I kind of wanted to do that on camera. I'm not for sure if you can get these on Amazon or not. I haven't taken a look, but the price was good. And like I said, I love how they're like little travel pockets, like a little sack. It's so cute. So I'm just going to put this on and let you guys know my results, because from what I've heard with vitamin C is you can feel it be very tight on your skin. And I figured I would just let you know. Oh, it smells like an orange. But it's not like an orange color at all. Oh, this one's way runnier than the other one. Careful, like not to add too much pressure around your eyes, but it is so, I don't want to say greasy, because greasy formulas, I feel like turn off a lot of people right away, and I get that, but it's just gliding all over my face. I was able to do my entire face and my neck. Nothing stings. So I'm seeing if my face feels stiff. Honestly, it feels fine. And I know people have their own recommendations. There's definitely other products on the market that work, but I'm hoping this kind of helps you get an idea that it's okay to use serums. It does not have to always be vitamin C, and it can be a lotion if it's very buttery, so you know that it is seeping in down into the micro tears. Okay, well, I guess that's it. So I'm ready to get started with this challenge. Wish me luck. Day 30 check-in, and I'm in the direct sun. Like, you guys can't see any improvement if I'm squinting. So I'm stepping into the shade. Okay, this should be pretty good. So now I do want to say, as you can see, it has been so sunny, 90 degrees, really hot out. So I've still been swimming, and I think that's hard because of course I'm going to be squinting extra. I haven't given my forehead muscles a chance to relax. But I have also realized that expression lines are created somewhat every day, no matter what. So I don't expect them to be like completely gone. But I will say I've already experienced some improvement, because in the beginning, I talk about when I run my finger down my forehead, I can feel these trenches. And I can still feel the lines. However, I'm telling you, they are a lot less bad. Ooh, we're getting really up close. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys look at my whole face too, so. I don't know how good that footage looked because my eyes were closed. Hello. So I owe you guys an update with the body. It was because I am not only doing the Derma Roller on my face for the fine lines, but I'm trying to see if I can get rid of cellulite.
Look how tan I look against this white bedspread.
I did some research, and it appears that I don't really have just cellulite. I have something called mild cellulite. Is that you don't really notice it in like normal standard position.
I wasn't just standing up and going, look at it, like cellulite.
Mild cellulite is when you see the dimples when your skin is scrunched or like pushed or distorted in some way. And that's why like I had to do it like sitting like this in order for you guys to see it. What I used to have, ooh, I'm tracking in stuff on my bed. So hey, what I used to have are dimples right here. Like I had one dimple here. I think I had one dimple, like a dimple on either side. Like, gotta love the symmetry of that. Dimples are cute, but it went away. And I know like I haven't really changed my diet, but I have been like a little more mindful of intaking healthier foods in general, drinking water, yet I'm still having my high salt steaks all the time. I am getting into weightlifting again. Let me lower you guys though, because I kind of wanted to show off what's going on there. Okay, but you know, there's no editing here. Let's get real. Okay. Oh, I see a little bit. Is this? You can kind of see it. I mean, it's probably in editing I'll see it a lot more. But let's see. Let me like, if I scrunch. I feel like I'm forcing it, but I don't know. Yeah, I can kind of see it. I see something. Something's going on. Yeah, there we go. So I still have some. It's not terrible. It's such a hard way to analyze that. And I think I'm still good where like I don't have any, I don't think, on the back of my legs unless I were to scrunch. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, so did you know that 90% of women will be affected in their lifetime with cellulite, even if they remain slender their whole life? What causes cellulite is underlying fat deposits begin to push through layers of collagen fibers or connective tissue. Basically, just to picture it, and now you guys hate me because I ruined your childhood with that. Okay, talking about the connective tissues, those happen to weaken from hormones, lack of exercise and muscle tone, excess fat, poor circulation, and even can be passed down genetically. So what this means is you can be lean and healthy, look good, feel good, and do everything right, and you can still end up having cellulite. there's a lot of myths out there that I'm gonna be busting here. So if you have workout clothes that have like compression to them, you know, I don't know how they work in other ways, but they don't do anything for cellulite. Neither do creams, even though a lot of them promise that. Cellulite is not because of toxins in the body. Apparently that is like a really big myth out there that's just, there's no connection. It's been studied. Now I found that dermatologists do have some great treatments for cellulite, but do remember it's not a cure, they're expensive, and they are short term. So I'm pretty sure like a lot of you guys watching this, like including me, we don't have the budget for that. That's why we bought a microneedling device for at home, you know? So when I look at this facts and I think of a Derma Roller, I think that there is some promise because it rebuilds collagen. For this challenge, like the one I'm doing right now that you're watching, I don't get how it could really work and get rid of cellulite, because from what I see is cellulite is like under the skin tissue. So I'm not touching it. And the cellulite issue itself seems to be pretty thick. To me, it's a little sandwich and it's kind of hardy. So basically what I am trying to say and help you guys with your expectations is that I would be really surprised if I see results on my body from this Derma Roller. It's not impossible, but it's definitely not probable. Day 60, what a big day. So I just woke up and I took a washcloth to my face. Wouldn't be surprised if my lips are a bit chapped. So first off, I have to give you guys the oral report. So I don't really feel any lines going down the middle here. I do feel lines here on the sides, especially like right above my eyebrows, but that's where they were always the most prominent, were right here and such. They no longer feel like trenches, but believe me, they were, but there's still some creases there. So I'm curious to see how much better those will get. And I'll give you guys a 360 of my face. I know this is creepy, but I know video sometimes is different than pictures, so I gotta do it. Suck it up. Get this awkward time with me over with. Okay. How am I doing? Honestly, I feel like I am glowing, like glowing. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. My forehead looks so good right now. So I am a bit tired, so don't mind the dark circles. They're not too puffy though, for the fact that, again, really tired, jet lagged like crazy. But just take a look. My fine lines are so light. Do you see that? Like, you can still see them, but there's no real creases. Even right here, which this has been really hard to deal with because I've had a really strong tension line, and I thought that was just never gonna go away. And it'll probably come back when I'm really stressed or something, but still, it's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. I just had to show that. And now let's take a look to give you the final results to the cellulite. So again, when I stand up, you usually can't see much. Here's how my legs are. But we still have to do with the ultimate test, and that is when I get in that weird position here. So honestly, let me see if I can get a good results on the bed. Ooh, I feel like it's kind of dark. You know what though? We're okay here because I have a mini tripod. So let me try to do this on the floor and give you guys the perfect view because it's been so hard to track results of this. But let's see. So I gotta take you off here 1 second. Okay, let's get some results. Okay, oh yeah, I kind of still see some dimples there. I'm trying to move my feet the best way possible. Maybe, yeah, maybe if I do that. Okay, so, still a little bit like Dimple City. I know I'm moving around so weird. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna make my final thoughts pretty short because you guys can see, you guys have been watching this. So basically I think the Derma Roller can get rid of cellulite, but like slightly, like a little bit. Because, you know, like already from the beginning, we knew that the Derma Roller most likely wouldn't get deep enough to touch the cellulite. And my cellulite looked pretty deep. The fact that I had to like scrunch my skin in order to reveal it. And also I do know that's a really hard way to measure it, like of improvement, but I hope you guys got the best understanding as I tried to like angle my like thighs on the bed. So didn't do much there. However, I don't know, like I felt like when I twirled around, my legs looked really good. The skin looked real healthy. And how do you explain me getting rid of the dimples on either side of my hips? Like my upper thigh area? I don't know, maybe it's because they were more on the surface? It's just weird, I don't know. So I know that this isn't the most scientific investigation of the Derma Roller, but I conclude, in my personal opinion, that it can get rid of cellulite like 20%.
Be